Show is a podcast featuring several adults with nothing better to do on a Saturday night. Content warnings can be found in the episode description below.
There I was. Hot dog in one hand, mustard in the other.
And your mother
Ready to squirt that shit on the fucking hot dog. There she goes.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Show, not a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, not a life journal podcast, and definitely not anything constructive or productive with your time, but rather a podcast amongst friends where we talk about whatever the hell I write down in this book, which this week I have one thing written down. Today I'm joined by my favorite co-host, active co-host, I'll say, to save face with Tofu. We got Beard, and then we got PK, who's the birthday boy this week. And I'm going to make sure to shout out his birthday this time in the episode, unlike some birthdays, plural, that I did not shout out in the episode where the Canadians ganged up on me last week.
Yep.
So happy birthday, PK. Happy birthday, big dog.
Thank you, man.
You're so young. You're so young. You can go get your learner's permit now and finally drive a car.
What are you talking about, man? I'm so old.
He's like, man, I'm creaking right now. I'm creaking.
Creaking.
To be fair, you know, it's just so people are aware, like whatever time zone you're in right now, it is currently 12:03 a.m. So the birthday was, 4 minutes ago, technically.
Yeah.
It ended 4 minutes ago. So, for Beard, it's still the 7th, but that's fine.
I always mark these down that they're recorded on the date of the furthest time zone of whoever's here, which is usually Pacific time. It always was that with Tofu. It's always with that with Beard. So I always mark these down that they're recorded on the 7th. So technically in podcast time, it's still your birthday. I don't know how that shakes out with daylight savings time because that's coming for all of us tonight.
Oh, that's right.
You want to know something crazy about that?
What's that?
This is the last time BC is having daylight savings. We're not changing times.
Everybody says that.
No, we are.
Everybody says that.
It's done. They've said it. It's not changing.
Shit.
I don't know if Ontario's done that. I could be wrong though.
I don't think any other province has done it yet, but soon.
On your computer though, because you set it for GMT -5, Eastern Standard, Pacific time zones. So is Windows gonna recognize that you're in Canada and just not do it tonight, or is it just gonna do it anyway?
So we are going ahead of spring ahead, right? Yeah. So we're going ahead of an hour, right?
Yeah.
We will not be going back the hour. So we're gonna be with the same with everybody else. But we are
You're not going back when it's time to gain an hour of sleep.
Yeah, it's staying.
So you're ending on the shit end of the stick.
Yes.
Well, technically everybody is.
Yeah.
But technically for him come November, because since now they're not doing it anymore, we'll be 4. Oh no, yeah, sorry. When it be we'll go back to being the 3 hours difference still as of today, but then come November we'll be 2 hours.
Oh my god!
Because you're not doing it.
I don't know. I'll tell you guys in November.
Yeah,
To keep myself from getting anywhere remotely close to political, I don't feel like my country is going to follow suit with y'all if there's a time zone revolution that comes about from this. So yeah, I'll just have to sit here and be like, oh, actually it's 4 hours ahead, or I guess what will it always be 3 and 2 or 3 and 4? Because we gain an hour. Okay, so it'll be 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Wacky.
So
if I cross the border from motherfucker, so if I cross the border from Washington up into Canada, my time vertically, I'm gonna change time zones.
Yeah, in theory.
Yes.
For half the year. This is so dumb.
Yeah. Daily savings is the worst kind of thing there is.
This is why I bring this up once every 3 years. This is why the world should just obey one time zone. And just if you're in the UK, you wake up at 5 p.m. and you go to bed at midnight or however the fuck that shakes out, and everyone just acknowledges it.
Yeah, I mean,
just obey UTC. Just everybody just follow UTC and just not give a shit.
We should share your chat with me too. We haven't done that yet.
Oh yes, I do need to share chat. I do need to share chat.
Honestly though, it is what it is. Do I hate that we're going ahead an hour? Yeah. because it probably means I'm not going to wake up till like 2:30 tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
But
And thank God I have tomorrow off.
I mean, I've been off for over a year, man. Almost a year and 4 months.
Yeah.
So
But here's the thing. Here's the thing is that I was complaining about it to myself when I saw that like all the stuff was going on in roleplay today. I was like, whoever the fuck is making my schedules at work needs to handshake emoji with the Onyx staff so that when these big things crop up, I can just have the day off and make sure I'm on, because I feel I've like spent the last 2+ years just missing everything. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
And then when I am
Saturdays-
unemployed, nothing happens.
I mean, Saturdays definitely seem to be. I think Saturdays and Sundays are kind of like been the go-to of when things normally go down. But like recently, it seems like it's been Fridays. Like, I mean, there was the whole thing yesterday, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I took part in like a good part of it, but then when it came to like the second part, I was pretty much like down for the count because like, you know, new life rule and shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Right.
fuck. Like, it was like, don't get me wrong, it was like a little annoying, but like at the end of it, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go chill. I'm gonna go 42, and I'm just gonna watch the second part. And I was like, you know what, I'm really not that annoyed anymore.
Yeah, like it was a cool part. It wasn't much to it, but like I get the
Yeah.
idea too. Like I was also trying to make it a thing, so when it went down, people had like a reason to be around. That's always my fear.
Okay.
Like, hey guys, we have an operation to do, and nothing follows through. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday too, part of me thought I wasn't gonna make it because
Your power went out, right?
power was going out like all day yesterday. And it's like insanely warm here too, like as of the last couple of days. Like today it was like 18 degrees Celsius, which, you know, for you Americans,
Yeah, what is that?
it's like close to 70 Fahrenheit pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, it's gotten. I mean, I forget that I just live right across from Lake Erie from you, so it's like from over
Yeah.
here. Or didn't you move?
No, so
Or you-
that'll be closer to the summertime most likely.
Okay.
So
So yeah, I walked out today and I was like, this is fucking disgusting. It's like I was so prepared to just go through like a year straight of winter, which I kind of do every time because it's still my favorite season.
mhm.
But then when the warm creeps around, I just like turn into a recluse. I'm like, I don't want to fucking leave. This is like it's 60. It's it's 65 Fahrenheit, which is rather nice out. It's not gross. It's not like when I lived in Florida. But
Yeah.
still, I'm just like I walk out and I'm like, ew.
I mean, honestly though, like Beard can probably, you know, say on his side of things, like for his winter, it's really not been as bad. But compared to mine, I'm glad it's coming to an end.
I'm like
It's
West
been-
Coast, right?
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
close to the water and all that stuff. I'm closer to like
Yeah.
the lighter weather. So my winters aren't as bad. Like he's getting like in Celsius like negative 30, 35. I'm getting like
Right.
No.
-3.
No. That I'm not getting that actually.
Oh, you weren't?
It's no, because I'm also close to water. Because like technically, I border Detroit, so we're right near the Detroit River and everything.
Yeah.
But like normally, like where I am in Ontario, like it's really not that bad when it comes to weather. But surprisingly, this winter, I think the coldest it got was like negative 22. But if like normally where Beard is or the West Coast, like look at Alberta as an example, they deal with like negative 30, negative 40 winters, and then their summers are like really quick, and then they're back into the shitty weather as of like November.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind of glad that it's coming to an end, honestly, because
It's Kari.
so-
Kari was telling me she was in like the negative 30s and almost
Yeah.
40s. Like
yeah,
she
where
said her
she
and
is,
like GQ had like space heaters on. And
Yeah.
shit was like incredibly cold.
yeah, where
I'm
she
gonna-
is, I can see that. So
I'm gonna localize the podcast to the Canadian audience. I busted out a Fahrenheit to Celsius just calculator. I'm just gonna leave it open the entire time we're talking about this. Oldest it got for me was negative 18 over on this side of the lake. Does Lake Effect Snow work north or is it just always south? Like do y'all get that up there?
Yeah, there's lake effects. It just depends where you
Okay.
are, right? Like,
Because like the way the weather pattern basically went the whole time was just like bunch of shit in Canada worked its way southeast and then hit us. But then I live spitting distance from Lake Erie, so I endlessly heard about lake effect snow all winter. And so it was always just like a little bit worse for us up here. But I didn't know if that's because like it's always like downtrends, it always works its way south. I didn't know if like it also worked at, you know, lake effect snow was also a thing up north, but I guess so. I guess on micro scale, because I'm looking at everything so macro. I don't know. We got plenty of snow. It was never the fucking 20 feet of snow that the elementary school kid in me wants to always see.
Yeah.
Unrealistically.
I mean, they are
I
saying
don't even go to school. I don't even need a school day or a snow day. I don't know. Why do I wish for this shit?
I mean, to be fair, like when I was like in high school and stuff, like we didn't get snow days. Like it didn't matter how bad the snow was, and like you didn't want to drive or walk in it. Because our school was considered in walking distance, they would keep it open all the time. It didn't matter, and it was kind of annoying because I was just like, you know, I'd say to my parents, I'm like, I am not walking to school in this blizzard. And then of course, them being assholes, they would be like, no, you are. You're going to school, and I'm like, okay, well, if I'm an hour late because of the weather, then you can explain that to my teacher. And then I proved the point, and they're like, yeah, no, you're not going to class today.
See, I didn't know that this was a thing down here. Maybe it is a bit newer, but this year I was hearing about kids not going to school, not because there was snow, but just because it was too cold, because it was like 0 degrees out. All right, I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me get the calculator real quick. Hold up. Because it was negative 17.
I was gonna say if it was 0, then those are some no offense, those are some pussy children. So
Hey, dumbass kids, fuck you. Go out in shorts.
Fuck you and your fucking freezingness.
fuck
Idiot.
you, your fucking 0 degrees fucking weather. You're not going to class today.
You fucking dog shit, kid.
Piece of shit.
Canadian
piece of
government
shit,
be like. I like that you bleeped yourself after the fucking.
I know.
You stupid fucking.
You stupid fucking.
God, makes you wonder how bad the next word actually was. Yeah, Canadian government be like, fuck them kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
before we got sidetracked about talking about the weather, though, as most men do, which we could probably do 90 minutes just talking about the weather.
Sure.
Yep.
We introduced something in what I'm calling an impromptu post show last week. We introduced something, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought I was gonna be the only person to participate because as a concept, it seems kind of gross, but it's also fun. So we introduced something, and I'm calling it the dawn of the pizza count, where from March 3rd, which would have been March 7th or whatever I said, from March 3rd, 2026 until March, what did I say in here?
I'm pretty sure you said, and I quote, from February 28th to like 2026.
Oh, to March 1st.
March 1st, 2027, we were doing the count.
I basically gave myself a script here. I should read this. In big bold letters in the show chord for both guests of the show and the hosts, they can now see a channel that's just called Pizza Count. In big bold letters at the top, it says, welcome to the Pizza Count. It is here you can submit a +1 for every slice of pizza you eat between now and March 1st, 2027. Welcome to the gauntlet, motherfuckers. We're keeping track of every slice of pizza we eat for a year. And I already have some totals. To start off. And I'm kind of scared for what the end numbers are going to be based on this. So, did my tallies. In third place right now, we have a tie between Junkie and Beard at 8 slices in a week.
That's only one piece of pizza too.
Wait,
like I used to one large pie.
It's been a week. It's been a week since we started this.
Did I not say 10?
I said
we're tied for third. We're tied for third.
That's third place.
Oh.
In second place, I've got PK, who in a singular submission put down 10 slices of pizza. He went on to say that they were
in squares. It's
and I will prove
I will prove my point. You keep talking to the audience though.
Okay, and then in first place, because I'm in the unique position where I think somebody marked the price wrong on some pizzas at work, so I took home I bought a shit ton. So I have a bunch in my freezer right now. I am sitting at 16 slices of pizza over the last
Jesus.
week. It's basically the only thing I've eaten as a meal since then, and I'm cutting them into 8, the standard 8 slice format. I'm not cheesing it. I'm not making them extra thin or anything. Dude, they got these pizzas DiGiorno makes now where it's a croissant crust, which if you think about it is like, okay, well, it's gonna be flaky, it's gonna be a mess, blah blah blah. Croissants are, just a mess by nature. Honestly, it kind of fucks. I'm not gonna lie, because it's not super thick. So it's like when you get to the crust, it's not like oh god, now I have to eat this fucking breadstick after eating that slice of pizza. And it's also pull apart. So it's like it's very snacky. They're selling these fuckers for $2.25 each. A full-size DiGiorno pizza. So
that's pretty good.
It's cheaper than like the shitty like Jack's pizzas I used to live off of over the pandemic. Okay, you sent me a DM. What is this?
Okay, so if you look at the picture, and Beard, if you look in the Discord and you see the pizza picture I put in the slices count, you will see that they are squares. Like I said.
Oh, those are solid slices.
They are very solid slices. And they, like, you got your corners, you got your ends, and you got your middles, right? And like, honestly, when you get rid of all the corners and the ends and there's just nothing but the middles left, they're pretty fucking thin. And my God, you can see and also if you look closely, you can see the shredded pepperoni, as I mentioned last time. So yeah, that's the pizza.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
That's the pizza.
That's the pizza.
Can you post that in the show, Cord? I'll put it up on stream real quick.
Yeah, I put it on in show. Yeah, put it in it's in the pizza count channel.
No, not everybody can see that.
Oh, which part am I putting it in?
Just like talking shit. There you go. This is what PK's talking about.
I had a pizza for dinner for my birthday, and I was like, I'm eating as much as I can. I ate 6 slices. Like, I feel like a piece of shit.
Like, I gotta do it for the count, man. I
fucking want to eat it. 2, doing it for the count.
Bro, I can tell, like, there's either gonna be a burnout 6 months in or at the end of the year, and you're like, all right, can we do a different count this next year?
Hey guys, can we do a count on how much water we drink this next year?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. I'd be the lowest count. I'd be last place.
Oh damn!
Could do an energy drink counter next.
I thought about doing a different count, like I already have next year's count lined up. Next year we're gonna count how many inches of sub sandwich we eat in a year.
Oh god!
Oh god!
I mean, that is a good one, actually.
Where you go and buy, you get a foot long or a half foot long or whatever. If you go to Subway, you have to count it as 10 inches because they're fucking schmucks.
Yeah. I mean, I seen the chat that Atlas says the only thing I don't fuck with are the mushrooms. Well, I hate to tell you, Atlas, but that is canned mushrooms on a pizza is a big staple.
Oh yeah.
Here. It's a big staple here where I am in Canada, and it's also the main toppings are shredded pepperoni, mushrooms, bacon, and then those are the 3, but I like to add green olives to mine. That's my go-to.
That's the other Canadian thing, right?
No, I don't
green
think so.
Olives.
I don't think so.
That's not a thing in the States. That is just
I don't
not a thing down here.
Pizza.
I love green olives. Like, I will eat green olives like just normal, and I will eat them on a pizza, and I think they just add a nice saltiness to it. Kind of like how people get sardines or anchovies on their pizza,
I'm weird. I'm like an aspiring sardine guy. I like the idea of like being a dude who will just eat like a can of sardines. I
Mhm.
can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like I can't take the plunge. But you know what?
Who-
Speaking of green olives, man, if you want to get somebody else who fucking loves green olives, get Occam's in here. He told me once that when he gets up and goes AFK, he'll just go get a fucking handful of green olives straight out of a jar.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, I'll just,
Oh.
dude, I'll just take a fucking spoon. I'll take a spoon and just eat them. You know, obviously
I
draining the
mean,
liquid because it's in a jar. But you know,
I
but
mean,
a big thing here at the Costco. I don't know if this is the same thing in the States, but they make big jars of green olive stuffed with garlic cloves.
yeah, that's a thing down here.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I like green olive stuff with jalapenos.
Oh, I love those.
Those are good.
So good.
Dude, I started fucking around with pickling and fermenting because I got like a kit for it for Christmas, and my like number one thing I keep going back to and making is fermented jalapenos. It's just they're good as fuck, and also they just have me on this whole like probiotic kick.
Mm.
It's not like
You
I don't
guys
know.
you guys are making me hungry now. So
Welcome to the food
I had
cast.
chicken wings for dinner, dude. I said, fuck it, I'm
Ooh.
ordering 14 wings and I had like a leftover sandwich from lunch.
And
That was
one
my
slice
dinner.
of pizza.
oh, do you want to hear you want to hear the birthday meal?
I
Yes.
would love to hear the birthday meal.
Nothing too crazy. So, show of hands here and also in chat, who loves like fry supreme as like a thing to go to if you go to Taco Bell. So, Beard would probably know this. So there is a burrito place in Canada called Bar Burrito.
Yes, I got one in my town.
And
Okay.
and so today I was looking at their menu because I was like, you know what, I'm really craving burritos because I haven't had a burrito in like forever. I go to the website, they have a thing called extreme fries, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at it and I'm thinking
Okay.
this looks just like fries supreme, which it literally can be because you can get ground beef with it, right? Like you can choose the protein essentially.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
so it comes with whatever protein you choose. It comes with jalapenos, sour cream, and some special spicy like burrito sauce. And oh my god, it was so good. And then I got a burrito on the side.
I've
well.
from there recently, I've been getting it's like a chicken salad, right? It's like chicken with like rice salad.
Mm-hmm.
It's super fucking good. But the supreme one I've been getting is the nachos. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting like the supreme nachos with pulled pork, queso, and like sour cream.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, sorry, that's what it was.
deadly.
It was queso. Yeah, no,
Deadly.
it's so good, man. Like you
I had
think
that for
fries
lunch yesterday or dinner yesterday.
like dude, you go to Taco Bell now, fries supreme in Canada is like $6 for just a little thing of fries supreme because there's only one size. I'd
Yeah.
rather go to this fucking place and pay $20 for a decently sized like medium box of fries supreme and a regular burrito. Like I'd rather do that than go to Taco Bell. That's how insane the prices are. Like you can go to Taco Bell
yeah.
here in Canada and you like as an example, right? If you were to buy 2 grilled cheese burritos, a fry supreme with a drink, you're paying about I want to say close to like $35 here. Whereas for the States, you'd be paying like 20, not even.
Yeah, I preemptively got the CAD to USD conversion. It's like, oh, fuck. Now we're talking about Canadian currency. Are you shitting me?
It's like a 30%
That's funny.
interest.
This man has swapped the currency just so
I
that we
swapped
can have
it.
it ready.
Now I can just go back. Now I can just go back and forth between the temperature and the currency. Yeah, it'd be $25 US.
Yeah. So we're paying anywhere between 35 to $40 pretty much.
Dude, the crispy chicken, PK. If you try their crispy chicken like salad,
From Bar
shit's
Burrito.
cream. Rice,
Dude.
crispy chicken. I thought some, queso, sour cream. Deadly.
I mean, you don't have to find like a hole in the wall like Mexican food spot. I mean, yeah, granted it's probably, better off, but if you can just find a place that does like Mexican food that the way you like it and the way you fuck with heavy, I can't think of a better feeling.
Dude,
Yep.
love
at the
Mexican
start of-
cuisine.
At the start of the pandemic, there was a place by me called Best Damn Tacos. And I used to just order Uber Eats from there all the time because their burritos were the size of my head for $10. and I'm so fucking pissed that that place is permanently closed. I miss it dearly, man. This would have been a burrito count if that place was still open, and I would have been mopping the floor with all of you. Now I'm on the quest for a new Mexican spot. When I lived in Florida, it was trying to find a place that did Cuban sandwiches. Just the best, because I had it's the same. It was the same deal. There was a place that I loved getting Cubanos from, and then they closed. I'm like, well, fuck. Now I have to try and find someone else who does it, hopefully the exact same way, and I just could never find it. It sucks. And Cubanos are kind of like are one of those foods where it's like it's only cost effective if you're mass producing them. If you're just trying to put together everything to make one Cubano, you're spending an asinine amount of money for just one person.
We used to have a sub place in Canada. I don't know if it was over in like East Coast. It's called Quiznos. They used to make some really good subs. Like they were like better than Subway.
National chain. Yep.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was in the US. It got to a point where Quiznos got so shitty in Canada. I went there one time, like, oh, I haven't had this in a long time, so it's gonna be good. Had it, like, this is the worst sub I've ever had in my life. Like, it was so bad.
Dude, yeah, I mean, Quiznos was Subway before Subway. Like, Subway looked fucking like, well, they existed at the same time, but what I mean is that Subway looked like fucking pristine, like it was the Holy Land compared to a Quiznos. Quiznos was just always just kind of shitty. And I also had a special disdain for it because I don't like toasted subs. I prefer cold cuts, like miles ahead of a toasted sub.
Quiznos was like where I was better than Subway at the time. Because the way it was done, I was like, oh, this is so good. And then like after I had, I'm like, this is fucking dog shit, dude. Like the place eventually got replaced. Isn't in Victoria. Replaced by like a mom and pop shop, like sandwich shop. Went there once. The best fucking sandwich I've ever had. I want to just go. I want to drive 4 hours to visit again to have it. It was.
That's me with Buc-ee's in the States. I'll go drive 6 hours to go to a Buc-ee's, but it's mostly for the fanfare. It's not because it's not because I think their brisket sandwich is awesome, or because the gas is cheap or something like that. It's just a fucking fanfare of going to a gas station that has somewhere around 100 pumps and the building is the size of a Walmart. Bro, Buc-ee's, I'm doing a thing where I'm like XQC adjusting in my chair and like I'm getting too excited. A Buc-ee's has a fucking mascot that comes out and takes pictures with people. You're gonna tell, and it's a gas station. You're gonna tell me that this isn't the coolest shit on the fucking planet? Come on. And their bathrooms are absurdly clean.
The Atlas just said it, Qdoba versus Chipotle. When I went to TwitchCon in like 2019 or whatever, I went to both. Right, I hit a Qdoba up on how was it called? At the airport on the way down. I'm like, this is really good. Like, I like this. And then I had Chipotle. I'm like, this is fucking like ass compared to Qdoba. Like it was miles ahead of how good it was. I was like, holy shit! Like, this stuff is good.
I've never been to a Qdoba, but like in my mind, like you at that TwitchCon, you're like, you got like a friend to like hold like a phone up and like you're recording a vlog. You're like, what's up, guys? It's your boy Beard sitting down. We're doing the Qdoba versus Chipotle challenge. You go to take the bite of Chipotle, you're like,
it's fucking ass. It's fucking ass.
We're eliminating one fast food chain sponsor at a time from ever hitting up this podcast.
Hey, listen
hey, man.
Bussies, if you're listening, he could use that sponsor.
I could definitely use a Buc-ee sponsor.
Can't get
it doesn't even have to be
Bush.
money. I'll just take fucking t-shirts.
I will say though, we've had Chipotle in Canada for however long, and I've never tried it once.
I don't have one near me, so it's like
you tried what?
Chipotle.
Oh, Chipotle.
Okay. Like I don't have one near me in my part of Canada.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I used to when I lived closer to Toronto, but I mean,
so it's like it's a walk up quick like assembly kind of like food chain. So you just go up. You're like, what shape?
Subway of Mexican food.
Pretty much. It's like you walk up and they're like, what shape do you want the food? Do you want it in a taco, a burrito, or a bowl? And then You picked up rice, protein, bean, what kind of beans, cheese toppings, all that shit.
Qdoba was kind of the same way. It was
Mhm.
kind of like, how do you want it? The thing is, I had it at like 9 a.m. at the
That's
airport,
fair.
and it was really good. And then I had it again on the way back. I'm like, I gotta have this thing like, not half asleep because we flew out really early. And but like on the topic of like, foods that are like they sound really good, but they're not. I had In-N-Out as well too, and it was the most mid food I've ever had in my life.
It's the fanfare thing again with them.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
like the burgers were good. They're like, you need animal style fries, animal style fries. I'm like, bitch, I want to eat this stuff normal, and if it's not good normal, I'm chilling.
See, I had In-N-Out for the first time like 8 years ago when I went to Call of Duty Anaheim.
Mhm.
And back then it really wasn't that bad. Like for $6 for a drink and like a double, like it was pretty good. But I hear a lot of it's really bad now. It's kind of like how people are with Chipotle. They say the only way to enjoy Chipotle is either you get a bowl with a lot of stuff on top of it, or you get a burrito and you do the grilled cheese viral thing now, and that's the only way to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have
I mean,
like a different style, but is what it is.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, all animal style is a sauce. I mean, that's all it is. It's it's like somebody's gonna come out of the woodwork to tell me to fucking tell me to fucking die by getting it wrong. But it's like I think it's like a fried mustard, ketchup, mayo with like chopped up like little like diced onions and like whatever extra little bits in there is. I've had it like twice, but forever ago, so I can't really remember. And it's just like a sauce. Like that's all animal style really is.
Yeah,
because their whole thing is like frying mustard on the burger on the flat top while they make it. Like that's their kind of like flavor claim to fame. But it's like a lot of people get caught up in the secret menu aspect of it, which used to be like a huge fucking thing. But now it's only like 4 things. You also can't order like an 8x8 burger. Like they won't, like you used to just be able to just, as far as I can tell, like infinitely like stack a burger when you order it. But now like I think the most you can do at the window is like a 4x4. But what I do is there's a secret menu item called a Flying Dutchman that I get, where it's just it's just 2 patties with cheese between them, and I just put that onto my burger.
Oh, okay.
To like upgrade it. But like I don't know, like the same thing is like I get it, like it's a burger place, it has like a theming, it has a style, people wait all fucking day for it, this, that, and the other. My thing is I want you to point me to a different restaurant chain that is known across the entire planet by name. You say it and everybody knows exactly what you're talking about, that only has like 5 menu items.
That's true.
Like they may not be winning in like as far as like Flavor Town is going, but like marketing wise, I want to know how much it costs a franchise in In-N-Out. Actually, I'll look that up right now.
And get it next to the weather converter and the currency.
Yeah, but how
I
much
will
a franchise
say though,
in In-N-Out?
there was a really good pizza place in San Diego that was like down the road that we went to. The pizzas were like a medium was huge. The slices were huge and they were thin. I'm a big fan of thin crust pizza.
Oh,
Holy man, like the food I had in San Diego, both times I went were so good. Like, what was it 2022 or whatever when I went down? So when like in role play, I was moving weight off of the Lost. I was like joining the HOA, and I got invited to a dinner by Marco, who plays Julio, and he's like, "Yeah, come on out." I'm like, "All right." He ended up paying for my food and everything, like super nice. Like it was an expensive dinner. I was there with like Marco, Lauren, or Laurel. I think her name's Lauren.
Yeah, it is.
Was there with them. I think a few other people, and I had what was it? It was like an Alfredo, like a cheese Alfredo, in the cheese wheel. Like they like whip all the noodles up in a cheese wheel for you and everything. I'm like, holy fuck, like so good. 10 out of 10 would eat out of a cheese wheel again. like it was mad good.
I'll fuck with cheese.
I love cheese. I like mac and cheese. I know some people who don't like cheese. Beermami.
Fucking yes.
She's the one. Is she even lactose intolerant or?
No, she doesn't like.
She
She doesn't
just
like
hates
cheese.
See, like it would make sense. I'd be like, oh, finally, I found the lactose intolerant person that doesn't want to scarf cheese down their throat all day. But no, she just doesn't like cheese.
She just doesn't like cheese, man.
I found out
like,
about that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "You're weird." But then I kind of realized, I'm like, you know what? You are weird, but you're my friend, so
We'll let it
I
slide.
support
You're
your
allowed.
weirdness.
So you're allowed to be weird.
I support your weirdness.
I mean, dude, when she said "ew, cheese, gross," my immediate reaction was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
But
like,
get out of the car.
I mean, I get it. Not everybody likes everything. It's kind of like how people fucking hate like cake or people.
People hate cake.
Yes, I know people that hate cake.
Is it because people refer to it as moist, and that's like the
No.
huge like thing for people?
No, I think there are just some people who genuinely hate cake. Kind of like how people just don't like pies, you know?
I would like maybe it sounds crazy to me because I'm like propelling it up to like beer mommy hates cheese levels of like people that don't like cake, because like I'm pretty sure beer would throw up if you tried to give her cheese.
Beer hates the sound. Like you say mac and cheese, she's already like heaving. Like like I've come to learn this. Like I'm like I come to accept it, I guess. Like I'm not gonna ask what the reasoning is around it. I'm sure she's got some kind of trauma with it. Like just doesn't like that it comes from a nipple. I don't know.
Ash thinks cake has the texture of beer. The hell?
How does that make any sense?
I'm jotting that one down for next episode. We need to figure this shit out.
I mean,
we gotta bring Ash in on the next one.
I mean, Sim says frosting is
now.
gross, which like I guess I can kind of say depending on the type of frosting, sure.
I like some frostings. I think some frostings are crazy, like sugary, which probably makes it really gross.
I might call her out in the government Discord right now, Obelisk. I might just add her in like the channel that everybody can see. Be like, the fuck you mean? The texture.
She also calls lasagna pasta cake. Let's be honest.
Excuse me?
Yeah, she calls it pasta cake.
I came across a hypothetical recently with lasagna. I want to know your input on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking to an Italian, so just hit me with it.
You have a slice. You have a square. You have a slice, right?
Mm-hmm.
A piece of lasagna.
Yep.
If you were to cut that slice in half and stack one piece on top of the other, is this still one lasagna, or is this a lasagna on top of a lasagna?
No, it's still one piece. What do you mean?
Oh, it's just twice as many layers in the same piece.
So let me get this straight. I have put the slice on my plate, correct? Yes?
Yes. Yep.
And then I decided to cut said slice in half and then put the other half on top of the first half, correct?
Yes.
And now people are saying, is this still the same, or is this a lasagna all over again?
Is this two pieces stacked on top of each other, or is this now one piece of lasagna?
No, this is still the same piece of lasagna because you still
Would
put
you
it on
not
your plate.
argue that lasagna has like a crust on the top?
That's because of the cheese and the noodle being cooked for so long.
People, you add like more cheese and like extra, like stuff on the top, don't you? Doesn't everybody?
On the top?
Yeah.
No, the top should literally just be the noodle and the cheese. That's it.
Yeah, your final layer is like noodle and then cheese.
Yeah, your final layer is noodle. Like it goes. Like
how do we stack in a lasagna? I want you to walk me through the stacking process of a lasagna.
Okay, so the very bottom is noodle. Okay.
Noodle.
You put your noodle, then you put your layer of cheese. You put your layer of beef or whatever protein you're using in this case, but normally it's a ground beef. Okay.
Protein. Yep.
Then you put your ricotta cheese. I was gonna try and do an Italian accent, but I do it really bad, so I'm not gonna do it. But you put your ricotta cheese on there, and then you do another layer. Then you repeat that process to the point until you can get to the top, and then once you're at the very top,
sauce?
The sauce is already in.
It's like it's
like
protein.
within the meat. Yeah, it's within the meat.
You got to put the meat and the sauce together.
Yes, you put your meat, right? And then so you repeat that till you get to the very top, or if you have to press down, whatever. And then once you get to the very top, you layer the top set of noodles with just cheese. And it's not ricotta cheese, it's mozzarella cheese.
Moots. It's the moots.
Mozzarella. You put the moots on top, and then you bake it forever long. Your fucking recipe says it. And then you put it in the oven, and then you're all set once it's baked.
I guess if you're doing it that way, yeah, you're just doubling the layers of a singular slice.
That's how it works.
Lasagna.
It's usually like if I had to say, it's usually like 3 layers. You got your first, you got your second, then you got your finishing. And
3 pieces to a layer.
You got sure if that's what you want, if that's how you want to put it, or just 3 layers to a piece.
Minimum 3 layers.
Oh no, a layer like what consists as a layer is the noodle, the meat sauce, the protein sauce, the cheese, and then now you're on to layer number 2, which is another noodle. So I mean, I don't know. I would do. I feel like 5 layers.
Yeah, like Sim said, it's as tall as its container. So depending on how big of a dish you have that you're cooking in this case, I use a big ass iron container that can hold up to about 3 to 4 layers if I really wanted to, maybe 5, but we're not gonna go that deep. That's what she said. But anyway, it's usually 3. 3 is like the go-to. 3 is like the go-to.
Three's like the minimum. Like you gotta have at least 3 layers, in my opinion. If it's like 2 layers, it's like just made spaghetti at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just made spaghetti. Okay.
But yeah, there's none of this bullshit. Oh, if you cut it in half, do you put it on top again? Is it a new lasagna? No, motherfucker. It's still the same slice.
Okay, all right. You won me over. I have a clear preference now in this debate.
Perfect.
If it even is a debate.
Perfect. Next topic
to wrap it up on In-N-Out. You cannot franchise an In-N-Out for some fucking reason. I don't know. That's just money on the table, I guess. They say you cannot buy an In-N-Out franchise at any price, as reported by this. What the fuck? I hate the AI summaries sometimes. Because it says as reported by this Quora thread. That's not a report. That's just a bunch of people talking.
Yeah, that's like a survey essentially.
That's just the same 6 people on a website that nobody uses anymore. They say keep it all in-house to ensure consistency, which makes sense. That's what the McDonald's brothers were doing in that movie with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, the Michael Keaton.
I've seen that movie twice. It's a good movie. It's
the Batman bought it.
Oh, dude. It's good. The founder.
I've never seen it.
Fucks with it.
The before we move off this stuff, because it came up to me the whole when PK has to do the Italian accent. Have you guys seen that little like Mario guy on TikTok? He's like the little dude. He looks like a puppet.
Oh,
he's very like Italian.
Yes.
Very Italian. This dude's so funny. People are like, oh, he's fake Italian because the way he's like talking. He's like it's not mozzarella, it's mozzarella, and he's talking to these like American Italians who are like not from like Italy, but they have the heritage.
Oh, he's talking about the guy who like does like the face stretch, or like he's like the dad that like walks into the pizza shop skits.
No.
Oh no, you're talking about a puppet guy. Never mind. I'm thinking of some other Italian thing.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, the puppet guy. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about though, where like the guy has like the wet towel in his hands, and then it's him again, walks into the shop with a pillow under his shirt, and he's like, the fuck you mean you don't have any ziti? You know, they're having a whole fucking argument.
For a minute I thought he was talking about Bellini for a second.
No.
The puppet guy, dude, his shit's fucking funny, dude. The people just rip into this fucking guy like so fucking good.
I have a very good like, you know, not a hypothetical, but like it's like if you had to choose between question at some point in the show I'd like to ask for everybody. But when we get closer to the end, just let me know, because that's when I want to ask the question, because it's up for a debate, I think.
We've somehow blown through almost an hour.
It's actually 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes.
Oh, we're at the halfway point. Never mind. Oh, I started recording early. I usually just look at the recording time, and that's when I know we're at then. But forgot. I started recording 7 minutes prior.
Nice, man.
Dude, my notebook used to be topics. Now it's just show notes, just so I can edit
what was
these
the thing
in
you
like
wanted to bring
half
up the
the
last
time.
2 episodes? You said you wanted to bring it up last time.
Episode.
Yeah,
It was the food count. It was the food count.
Okay, it was the food count. Okay.
Yeah, which we talked about in the post, which is now what I'm calling it.
So you know what? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask the question now. I'm asking it now. Fuck
Go
it.
for it.
All right, gamers. This is a gamer question for everybody because we're all gamers here.
Shit.
This is a big one. Okay, you're gonna be given
Halo 3.
No, no. But yes. Okay. So you're gonna be given 3 options. Okay. You're gonna have the first option, which is an Xbox 360. Okay. With the Xbox 360, you have, for the 2 games, you have Halo 3 and you have Fable. No, not Fable. You have you have Halo and you have Gears of War 3. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Xbox 3. Xbox. No. This is me making this up. This is me
okay. All right.
The next one, you have PlayStation 1. And your 2 game options are Resident Evil 2 and Siphon Filter. Okay.
Fuck.
Jesus.
And the third and final choice, you have an N64. And for N64, you have GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Out of
right
those,
off the rip?
What's that?
Right off the rip.
If you had to choose out of one of those 3, which one would you choose? And this is like I have to choose. This is like not for like ever. Like this is like not something. If you had to choose, like these are the only 2 games you get to play. If you had to choose between those 3, and like this is my Friday night, what are you playing?
Xbox
360.
Dude, Gears of War and Halo. I grew up on that shit. Like,
yeah,
I love the N64, but straight up, I would have cut an N64 out the moment you said it. Doesn't matter what game was with it.
Okay.
Because of what like 360 did for me as a kid, like Halo 1, 2, and 3, Fable, Gears of War, like all that shit was like my jam as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now the only other game I'd probably like, if you said for PlayStation, if you said Jack and Daxter for PlayStation, I probably would have picked that.
Well, but you have to remember it's PS1, not PS2.
Yeah, so it's like PS1, like Xbox, straight up.
Xbox, okay.
Yeah.
And what would you choose, adzno?
See, it's similar for me too, because like I grew up around all 3 of those systems. But that's a difficult one because like I feel like the clear answer for our age group is going to be the 360, especially with those 2 fucking god polls for games. You know, like the 64 as like I have a soft spot for the 64 because I just vividly remember playing a good handful of those games, like just kind of like family night stuff. I never played GoldenEye. I never played no, I never played Perfect Dark either. We were very much a Nintendo family when it came to the cartridges. Like what I think about probably the game I clocked the most, I guess most memorable time in was probably Diddy Kong Racing, because that was also an open world racing game too. It had all the different vehicles and stuff, and it was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
I got a 360 close to launch with Halo 3 and I gotta go 360 on this because like the PlayStations were a lot of those like gimme kind of games for not gimme games for kids, but like heavily I wasn't playing like the Grand Theft Autos of around that time, or a lot of like those like more like games like I would enjoy now. Like I wasn't playing on the PlayStation 1 at that time. Playing like Star Wars Pod Racer or like you know shit like that. But or was that on the Nintendo? I can't remember.
Which one?
Star Wars Pod Racer?
Pod Racer was on 64. Yeah,
Was it
Actually,
Pod
no,
Racer?
was on
there was
64.
another Star Wars racing game that I played the living shit out of on the PlayStation 1. It was called Bombad Racing. And it was
Okay.
like a super cartoony racing game with like everybody had like giant heads, but it was all Star Wars. It was awesome.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna throw a curveball now.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a do you keep it or do you change it? All right.
All right.
If you were given this option for the PS2, and for PS2, your two games are Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and for the fun multiplayer type game, NBA Street Volume 2.
I would have done it for just for Vice City.
You would have done just for Vice City? Okay.
Dude, Vice City is hands down probably my favorite Grand Theft Auto game.
Me too, honestly. If I had to choose between all the Grand Theft Autos, Vice City, probably my favorite. Actually, yeah, better than San Andreas. But San Andreas technically did open more of a MMO or more of like a open world type play
Like
to
open
it
world,
like
you can kind of do a lot of stuff with your character. Like San Andreas was great, like hands down. But like Vice City, man, the voice
City was
acting we got in
great.
that, Ray Liotta, like.
Mhm.
But like, if you were to say like
agreed.
PlayStation 2 and you said God of War, Jack and Daxter, takes everything over. That takes everything from
Okay,
them.
so you would swap to the PS2 because of those choices, correct?
God of War series, one of my favorite series of all time. Jack and Daxter series, that's like Naughty Dog before Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay, so Beard switches to the PS2 strictly just for the Vice City. Asno, what do you say?
So
You
my
stick with
Halo
your
3 Gears of
360.
War
Yeah.
stacked up against the PlayStation 2 for Vice City and NBA Street.
So I guess
Volume
the biggest difference too is, as much as PS2 technically did have online capabilities, just like the regular Xbox did later on.
Right.
I mean, I know for a lot of people they would argue, well, 360 was kind of like, for a lot of people, was very it was like kind of like their entry point into multiplayer gaming. Because for me it was.
Yeah.
Like multiplayer gaming for me on other systems was just local play. Like playing with people on the same TV. But not playing online came till Halo 3 / COD 4 for me. So do you keep the choice of Gears of War 3 and Halo 3 with your Xbox 360 would both have great story and multiplayer capabilities, or do you swap to the PS2 with two games that are both great in one good story game and like arcadey, and then another game just sports and arcadey that kind of made people change from playing normal sports games? What will you choose?
I'm going to throw a curveball of my own to clarify, I guess. Are we talking
Sure.
about if these two things were placed in front of me, which one would I pick?
If,
Or
yeah,
we
so
picking,
so
are
you
we
made so
picking
you
the version of me that enjoyed the games as I did in 2007 and 2000 and whatever for the
it's
PlayStation?
it's simply you made
It was
your
at my
first
front door right now.
Yeah, so well, put it this way: it's simply you made your first choice because you're like, between the three systems that I was given the option for, you're like, this is better because of this reason, right? But now being thrown the curveball and kind of rewinding it a little bit, you're going back a phase in terms of old gen gaming from a new gen console.
I feel like
you're
I'm
like-
at the pawn shop from hell.
Okay.
Like, I
You
just
could-
want to buy
honestly,
a game
you could-
console. The
you-
guy's like, but what if you had this?
But you honestly, if you feel like you could say, you could choose it however you want. You can choose it based off your gaming experience and enjoyment, or you can just base off the fact, well, I have more options because of what 360 gave compared to a PS2 in terms of availability. That's your choice. It doesn't matter how you choose. You can choose however you want. It's you as an individual of why you choose it. But wait, when you choose this, there's another question.
This is
the
greatest like sit down roguelike I've ever played.
There is one more question after this, so this is why but you have to make a choice. Right?
Yep. All right. I tell you what, I'm sticking with the 360.
Okay.
Because the only one I really identify with there is Vice City. I've never
Okay.
really big sports game guy. So
That's fair. Not everybody is a sports game guy. As someone
I
who
was
grew up, so someone like me who grew up playing sports, like basketball and volleyball were my two go-to sports, like growing up, especially going into high school and stuff. I loved NBA Street Volume 2 and just the NBA Street series in general because I just liked, well, one, the music was great, and two, just the gameplay was so much fun. Getting the game breaker, doing the crazy like and one moves, and like, you know, having like historical like, you know, basketball courts like New York and everything
right.
was amazing. But at the same time, I could say 360 for me was my entry point into multiplayer because COD 4 and Halo 3 were like the first two games I ever played on the 360. And
Right.
when my friends told me, "Oh, well, why don't you get Xbox Live so you can play online with us?" I was like, sold. You know, but you know, for
What?
me, yeah. But for me, like if I had to go back to how I enjoyed gaming in general, like before I even switched to PC, me personally, I would say, like, as much as I'd love the PS2 as well, and Vice City and that game, I would, and like NBA Street Volume 2, I would probably stick to the 360 because, you know, again, the entry level into multiplayer. But okay, that is question number 2. Question number 3. Now that you've chosen your console in 2 games, if you had to swap out one and what for, what would you do? If you had to swap, if you had to swap for God of War, good answer. I like that. That's a good answer.
God of War 2. God of War 2.
God of War 2. Okay, that's a good answer. Yeah,
God of War 3 was on PS3.
So to repeat the question again, if you had to switch one game out from your current choice, what would you choose and what would you switch it with? So Beard saying he'd swap out NBA Street with God of War 2. That's a good choice. Again, another great game, another great story.
You really got me against Jack and Daxter. Or Jack 2.
It's a tough choice, man. There's a lot
Jack
of good
2,
games.
man. Jack 2 was so good.
There's a lot of good games on every console growing up, man. Like there were a lot of good games.
Yeah.
So now you have the choice of switching out Halo 3 or Gears of War 3. Personally, I already know the answer if I had to switch out one of them and what I would choose.
Yeah, I know exactly what I would swap out for what.
I'm interested to hear your guys' ones because I feel like mine is very unique to me and my interests. I would swap out Gears for Guitar Hero Metallica.
That's a good choice, actually.
Oh, Guitar Hero was so good on Xbox.
I have
that is a good choice.
Like is my all-time, hands down, like my all-time favorite franchise of games in like my life. Like I have a Guitar Hero tattoo. Like I'm like all about this shit.
Guitar Hero is good.
I still play this shit today, you know, like and there's a controller that just sits on the floor next to me. Like it has for the past 3 years I've lived in this apartment.
Yep.
And I pick it up nearly every day. So yeah, I would swap out Gears for that because I was much more of a Halo kid. The only time I really did play Gears of War is when I would sleep over at my best friend's house and he had an Xbox and we would play Gears of War. Yeah. We would play like Horde mode or something.
Yep. If I had to switch, I would get rid of Gears of War 3, obviously.
Okay.
Because
wasn't it originally Gears 2?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Gears 2 at first, and then we swapped up to Gears 3.
No. So for me, I would get rid of Gears 3. And God, to choose a game with Halo as like the 2 games, oof, that's actually a tough one because I mean, honestly,
I knew you were keeping Halo.
Part of me, well, I was a Halo kid too. I used to LAN all the fucking time. I used to go to like all the shit like locally, and won like a couple of LANs, which was a lot of fun. A lot of shit talking too. So, if I had to choose a second game to replace, it's a very tight close between two of them. At the time I'd have to either choose MW2 because MW2 in my opinion was the best COD on 360.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to choose MW2. Oh God, if I had to choose another one, like if I had to choose between the two because one's multiplayer but the other one's story, I might choose LA Noire, honestly.
Okay. So you're swapping gears. You're swapping gears for LA Noire?
I'm swapping gears. Honestly, if I had to choose, I'd swap gears for MW2. But LA Noire is a very close one because again, story and just that's when we started getting like the better like facial like graphics for people, and also just a fun detective game overall. Now, so now we're gonna go back to the ones that you guys didn't choose, just for funsies, okay?
Wait, did Beard do his?
Yeah, he
I haven't
did.
done mine.
Is like
No,
hypothetical
no.
360?
The 360, I would get rid of Gears
Yeah.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes down to like a couple choices. Some are like cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them might be another Halo game,
Mm-hmm.
but I would straight get like Fable 2.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fable 2 was so good, but it
If
would be like
you're-
what Luna's saying, like just swap out Gears and get like Halo Reach. Like
yeah, Reach was a good one.
Reach
too.
was so good.
Dude, I missed out on Reach. I bought it. I got it on launch. I played it launch night. All that shit. It was great. Played the shit out of it for like 2 weeks. Buddy of mine wanted to borrow it. I'm like, I trust you. All right, yeah, I'll swap game. I'll swap discs with you. I'll play whatever game it was I was borrowing from him. I can't remember.
Yep. Now,
a lot of time goes by. Hey, God, this gets heartbreaking.
Okay, let's hear it.
A lot of time goes by. Very dodgy when I'm trying to like give him his game back so I can get Reach back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I've got a confession to make. I played it the first night and it just stopped working. And then he shows me the disc and a bubble formed underneath the plastic.
Oh no.
I was like, motherfuck. And I just never replaced it. I never tried to play it again.
That's crazy. Okay. But now going back to the other consoles, this is the last thing we'll do this quick just because of time. So if I had to choose another game with the 360 to swap out, I'd keep GoldenEye and I'd probably swap it to Diddy Kong
360
Racing.
or
No, to the N64. So if I had to swap out one of the games, I'd swap out Perfect Dark for Diddy Kong Racing.
You know what I would swap it out for?
What's that?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Conker's Bad Fur Day was so good.
I loved that
I
game.
missed that one entirely.
Conker's
game
Bad Fur
was
Day
so
was
good.
like a game that no one expected because it was like rated 18 or something, I think, when
It
came
was
out.
pulp culture. It was like what Scary Movie and parodies were.
Yeah.
But in video game form.
Oh, I like Sims.
Right.
He put Smash Bros. / Donkey Kong 64. That's a good one.
I have a continuation of the hypothetical.
Okay.
On our original picks, on
Yeah.
our audio only bracket that we just did,
Mhm.
we ended up picking our consoles and then swapping out one of the two games.
Okay.
If you had to switch the
Yeah.
game you kept,
Mm-hmm.
what would that one be with your new pairing?
Ooh, good question. If I had to swap Halo 3,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you exactly what I'd swap Halo 3 for.
okay, what would you do? What would
Halo
you do?
2.
That is true. Halo 2.
I'd
I mean,
swap
I
right
don't
to
know
Halo
if I can
2.
count that. I don't know if I
Okay.
can count that. I know you
Okay,
could
I'll
play
do
Halo
something
2
in a
on the
different
360,
genre.
but it was an original Xbox title.
That's true. Okay,
Mm,
I'll do something that's not Halo related. I'll
Okay.
think though.
So if I had to swap Halo 3 for a 360 game, God, I mean, I could say LA Noire, but it would be very close. It would probably be another Call of Duty, honestly, because
Honestly,
360
San Andreas. GTA San Andreas.
on 360.
Because it came out 360, didn't it?
No,
But on the
PS2. It
PlayStation
was only
2,
It was only PS2 and Xbox.
It was only
Oh,
wait,
that's
they were
right.
gonna
It was on the
360?
original Xbox. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then
You know what?
probably
Fuck it.
since-
GTA 4 then. I'll just say GTA 4 because that was like a big thing for
Okay.
me too.
Ooh, that's a good one actually.
GTA 4 was really good. Like,
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? Yep, I'm doing GTA 4. I agree because, dude, me and my
Football time.
buddies, we would land in the basement and
Yeah.
we would play multiplayer, and you do like the cops versus robbers, which was
Dude.
so much fun.
I
Or
wouldn't have ever like crossed paths with roleplay if they just had cops and robbers in GTA Online. If they
Yeah.
just brought that mode back.
cops and robbers on GTA 4 was goated. But the other thing too we used to do, we'd go to the airport in GTA 4 and we'd get a helicopter, and everybody else would be on motorcycles. You had to stay on the airstrip, and essentially we'd play tag. So whoever was in the helicopter was it, and they'd have to get the other people on the motorcycles, and they would send us like fucking flying like all the way to the other side of the map. It was so much fun.
Dude,
Yeah, I think
fucking
GTA
the
4 is a solid
airport-
choice.
The airport in free mode is such a fucking iconic like multiplayer like gathering ground.
So is the park with the broken swing set.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
Does Battlefront 2 count?
Battlefront 2 was a launch title. It's not a launch title, but it launched on the PlayStation 2. It launched on the PlayStation 2, I think it's like a couple of years before the 360 and the PlayStation 3 were out, right?
Yes,
Or no, the PlayStation 3 was out for a minute before the 360, if I remember correctly.
But Battlefront 2 was not on either. It was on regular Xbox and it was on PS2. But I would say, God, like honestly, you could look at any console really and choose 2 games and you could swap them out with like so many. Like it's actually insane.
Yeah. If I had to swap out Halo 3, the only game, and this got me thinking because I was thinking about Halo 3 and what my nights looked like playing Halo 3, and it was just having that custom games lobby where you were just rotating people in all night, like at a maximum of 16 people. It was just doing that all night long on Forge maps for Infection. But my other favorite, like, I guess like playing with friends, hanging out, like a fond memories game, I would swap it out for World at War. I would swap it for Call of Duty World at War because I had a friend who would bring their Xbox over and we had a spare TV. So we would do a system link so we could have 4 people with not really shitty split screen and play zombies all night.
Yeah. I remember doing that. I remember
really
like
good
LAN
choice.
partying like zombies with my friends.
I really couldn't care for the multiplayer, just like the standard COD multiplayer in World at War. But dude, I mean, those first 4 zombies maps, like I think about how people are chasing the multiplayer high of Modern Warfare 2 all these years later and are still not getting it. I am chasing those original 4 maps high on zombies and I'm still not getting it, but I'm still fucking chasing that dragon. And dude, I saw something that got me hyped on Twitter. There was a rumor that they were gonna release zombies as a standalone title. And I was like, dude, the version of me in 2010 is so fucking pumped for this. But then it turned out to be fucking false. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, COD Zombies like World at War was crazy. Like to end like for something to like new entry like into Call of Duty was amazing. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about consoles for like ever, but like there's just so many options for like there's literally options I could make like 2 options off the rip and I know like what I would most likely swap it out with just because like
yeah,
there's just so many good options.
I don't know, just dude, it was so fucking good. It was so good like when you like, I don't know, like because I wasn't like terminally online at this point either on like social media or anything like that. Like I definitely wasn't following like IGN and all that at this point. So it was like I was just playing games and I was just enjoying them as somebody who didn't have outside influences about it. And you beat that campaign. And then you're like, all right, final mission, blah, blah, blah. We're putting up the flag, blah, blah, blah. World War II's over. Very cool. Good game. Claps around. Now I go play multiplayer. Nope. Another mission just popped up. And it's a fucking zombies map. Like the introduction was so good too. It was so fucking fun.
I do want to say the end of COD 4 though, when you go into it's the Mile High mission, you're on the plane. That shit was like that popped off. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
I mean, dude, like the Modern Warfare games were really like those original 3 Modern Warfare games were really good storytelling too. On top of all that,
not
like,
not as good as the remakes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, are the remakes better in your
No,
opinion?
I think no. I think sorry, let me rephrase. I think the originals are not as good as the remakes because technically they did the remakes like however many times because they went like Modern War because they did COD 4, which was like one of the best multiplayer games on the 360, like when it first came out. And they did MW2, MW3. And obviously they went to the Black Ops series, and then when they got to the newer consoles, they got into like more Black Ops series, you know, World War II,
Advanced Warfare,
Black Ops 3, whatever. But like
Space
now
Warfare.
but now they did like all the now that they did like all the remakes because they technically did 2 new Modern Warfares, which in my opinion like were not that great. And then they did the MW2 and then they did MW3 remake.
2019 was pretty good.
I didn't like it.
I liked it because it was like, oh, they're bringing everyone back. It's kind of a cool idea. And then like, you know, I think I played this MW2 or whatever. I never played 3 when that came out. I was like, I don't want to touch this.
See,
When they
like
did,
I'm not like into like Jack Reacher and like like Jason Bourne and like a lot of these movies that kind of follow like similar like storytelling beats. So like I don't know, the Modern Warfare games never really like critically got me as far as that goes. Like I could recognize that they were great. The original trilogy was great storytelling, but like I like it. At least those things kept me interested enough to keep playing. The new like the remakes after 2019 were just like I don't know. I couldn't like I never finished those campaigns because they just didn't keep me invested in the story, I guess.
It was cool when Ghost brought back in because I never played like Modern Warfare 2 original. Like I was already I was like on PlayStation at that point playing other things, but getting to experience like Ghost, like even though he was like a different version, he was still pretty fucking badass.
Oh yeah.
Like
they
Ghost is cool as fuck.
I think everybody wanted to be Ghost for Halloween that year.
did him
100%.
They did him dirty in the original though, man. My God.
Oh yeah.
When they did him dirty in the original, and then they didn't kill him in the new ones, I was like, dude, it's like
I mean, it's hard to pull off though, right?
Yeah, they did him really good, really cool.
Like,
Well, there was like the scene where like the other commander takes over the base, and he's just like he's fucking staring him down. Like Ghost is staring that dude down. You're like, dude, fuck, I don't want to fuck with this guy.
Mhm.
Like I would never want to fuck with Ghost.
I love how like the guy is just looking at the Mexican like army guy, and he's just like your men have been detained. And he's just like
when he does that, like his name changes from like green to red. Like
yeah, it's just like
oh yeah.
The villain change. You're like, oh.
Yeah, and then in the next one, it's like, they go to court, and then they're just like him and Shepard are like screwing each other in the court case, and then I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the remakes were like good, like story wise, but like me personally, like I didn't play them because they didn't feel like Call of Duty multiplayer games that like I would enjoy. So I said, I'm good with the Call of Duty series. I'd rather go back and play the originals because at least I enjoyed the series that way. So
I mean, that's fair, and that's why like the people who enjoy Quake just go play Quake, right? Like they don't.
Oh my God, Quake!
They don't go play. They don't go play like the new titles. The people didn't really keep playing whatever the spiritual successor that came out like a couple of years ago. But that I honestly really like. But you like what you like, and it's still available for you to play. Which I think was kind of the goal with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Was it not? Or was there just no No, that's right. The multiplayer was a mod that somebody made for that, right? And it got shut down?
No, so I mean 360 like in general, like they shut down servers like ages ago.
Oh no, but then they put out Modern Warfare 2 Remastered on PC, like sandwiched between like the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that was just campaign, but somebody had made a multiplayer mod for that.
I don't know about that. I don't recall, if I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. So somebody made a multiplayer mod for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It worked for like a month and then it got shut down. And people were freaking the fuck out. And then nothing became of it, sadly.
Well, it's just kind of like how somebody made a Bully online and that got shut down within a month.
Dude, Bully was so fun.
Everybody really wants that Bully too. I mean, they probably could, but it's not going to happen if I'm going to be real.
Yeah, I don't think Rockstar's going to do that. They're going to make GTA 6 and then
they're probably going to make the next Red Dead. Well, actually, if nobody heard, they did confirm that they're going to be remaking Max Payne 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
Max Payne was like going to trip me out as a kid. Like the whole part where you're like hallucinating in the hallways, following the blood trail. As a kid, I was like, no, no, fuck no. Like legitimately, like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Dude, this is more effective than the Dare program. I'm good.
Oh, dude, if I had to go back to the console question and we chose PS1, I'd swap out Resident Evil 2 for fucking Max Payne 1.
Max Payne. I'd swap out. I don't know. If I were to do it now, I'd probably keep Resident Evil 2 because I'm really into Resident Evil since the remake.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Siphon Filter for me was just a good third person, so that's why I liked it.
I'd probably do Splinter Cell. or like
I
a
tried
Metal
to get into
Gear,
Splinter
One?
Cell. I couldn't.
Didn't
or like a
Splinter Cell
Metal
not
Gear.
come out? Didn't Splinter Cell not come out till like PS2, Xbox era?
I thought it
Maybe
was
I
a
don't know.
PlayStation 1 title.
I'll double check.
Whole internet
Oh.
at our fingertips.
Yeah,
I wanted to circle back on one thing. I wanted to circle back on one thing because it's I feel like it's super interesting.
It didn't come out till PS2.
Oh.
PS2, Xbox One was when it came out because it was 2002. PlayStation 1
Gotcha.
essentially PlayStation 1 stopped around then pretty much.
Gotcha.
The Splinter Cell games, I do miss them. I just can't be bothered to download Ubisoft's stupid Uplay thing if I wanted to play one.
Yeah.
I happen to play Watch Dogs.
You're so Watch Dogs pilled right now, dude.
Dude, I am
Before Resident Evil came out, you were Watch Dogs pilled.
I'm
Now
still
you're
Watch Dogs
Resident Evil
pilled. Well, I'm Resident Evil 9 pilled right now because I'm trying to like beat it
Do all
within
the
the
stuff
4
again.
hours. That's what I've been
Yeah.
currently doing. Like I'm trying to beat the game within 4 hours without heals and without the blood ejector, right? Because you get a bunch of like credits, and when I do that, I'll be able to unlock what's it called? Like the infinite ammo. And I'm like, dude, I want to play this game with this like the Requiem, which is the badass gun that one taps every zombie. And I just want to run through and just like one tap people.
I feel like
That's all I really want to.
I feel like nobody used that gun. Like even while I was watching, I feel like everybody
You
was
have
using
such
the
limited
shotgun
ammo
and
on it.
stuff.
It's very
yeah,
limited ammo.
it's just like people didn't have like the materials to make it like in game, and I was just like, dude, this kind of shitty that people didn't really use it that much.
It's very minimal use. Like you use it to fight the girl inside the as Grace, because you can like shoot it and stun her with it, and then Leon gets it back. So that's why I want it, man, because I can play it as Grace, just one tap every zombie in my way, and then go play Leon and one tap everything in my way.
Yeah. Did you prefer playing first person or third person?
Third person.
Did you play
I beat
third?
I beat the game. I beat the game on first person with Grace, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I played third person as Grace ever since. I do think when I get the infinite ammo, I'll probably do a first person playthrough as Leon. You can do that too.
That'll be different.
Which I think is a really cool concept, like being able to swap back and forth between them.
Did you know James finished that like in the first night it came out?
I can choose it on the whim. Like if I wanted to jump to first person, you just jump right over.
Yeah.
It's so seamless. As well as like I was watching like top 10 tips on Resident Evil. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm like, it popped up in my feed and it's like a YouTube channel called Game Ranks, which I watch a lot of other stuff because they're super informative. And I realized like you can get like red dots on your guns, but it would put you in first person when you would aim. There's a setting where you can turn that off, so you still have the bonus of the first person. But it doesn't put you in first person. Like I can still be the third person over the shoulder. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, yes. It's dope as shit.
Yeah.
But there's a thing you can get the unlimited rocket launcher for Leon, and it one-shots every boss.
True. You hear what I said about James, all right? Like he finished that like literally the first night it came out.
Yeah.
He was like I was listening to him play like while I was sleeping, and then there was a part where he's like, "Guys, I'm not going to bed yet. I think we're gonna finish this game," because it got to the point where like, you know, they got to Raccoon City, and then he was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bed no more." I was like, "Dude, this man's gonna finish this fucking game tonight. I could feel it." And
you get to a point, right? And you're like, "What's the point of me ending right now when I start up tomorrow?" Start my stream tomorrow, play Resident Evil 9, and I'm 30 minutes, I'm done the game. Right? I played it and I was like, guy, I'm gonna take a break. Like I'm taking a break. I'll play the rest tomorrow. I got like an hour and a half. I had 3 more hours because I was just like running around, not knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Very good game, very enjoyable.
Yeah. A lot of people saying it's probably the best Resident Evil ever made.
I would still put Resident Evil 4 Remake in front of it because Resident Evil 4 Remake is so good. But this is like really close to it.
So out of all the remakes, you'd say 4 is the best?
4, so it goes 4, 2, 3 for like remakes.
Would you rather play the remake of 4 or the original of 4?
Remake.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I only played like the originals a little bit. the controls are intuitive. The camera angles are fucking dog shit. I don't care about nostalgia when I can replay the game with a remake of better graphics, better handling, better camera, and still enjoy everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I try to go play old
I can
games,
understand
man.
it.
Like Assassin's Creed 4 is about to get a remake, like Black Flag. I'm never playing the original again, but
Oh,
I'll play the
dude, I
shit
heard
out of the
about
remake.
I heard
I'll play
about
this.
that. And I heard about that, dude, and I was like, I actually never got to play that game. And to be fair, I kind of stopped playing Assassin's Creed after 3. So, and when I saw the pirate one, like I really love pirate games. So like I kind of want to experience that, honestly.
AC Black Flag, amazing. Fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, the games are dated, that's for sure. So they're dated for their time. So like the remakes are definitely, in my opinion, worth it. Very good.
Part of me wants to get in, see if I can't track down an Xbox 360.
Ooh.
It just like get like speaking of like just dated games, like I get like wanting to play the remakes, especially when the remakes are like not dog shit. But like a part of me wants to set up a 360 in the living room and like just have like discs on hand and just like do things like that way again. I know I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to like boot up like Halo 3 custom games or anything like that. But it's like, I don't know. Like I don't get that same feeling when I play like my PlayStation 4 like once in a blue moon on there.
I'm gonna throw one of these. So what was the Xbox games? Right? It was Halo and Gears, right?
Yeah,
If I were to
Halo,
swap
Gears.
Halo out, because I didn't pick a game to like other than like GTA 4. If it was something different, I'd pick Saints Row 2. You guys ever play Saints Row?
Yeah, the Saints games were
Yeah.
good.
Saints
You know
Row 2
what?
is actually a lot of fun.
I'm going to take your Saints Row. I'm going to take your GTA 4. Take all of that. Because technically this was a this was a title that launched on it. I'll put a GTA 5 on the 360.
Oh, it
'Cause it did come
drew.
out. They did those did come out on the 360.
Yep.
In the PlayStation 4, I think, right?
I got a really good last like kind of gaming question because I know we're really short on time. But
Oh, we got 10 minutes for chill.
do you miss midnight launches? Do you miss going to midnight launches?
So
You want to know what my last midnight launch was?
Mm.
It was for GTA 5 and Destiny 1 because they came out within a
Ooh.
week of each other.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think mine.
I'm pretty sure they came out
actually
within
the
a week
same,
of each
too.
other. I remember spending like $200. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, spent like half my paycheck almost.
Dude,
Oh, but
Destiny
like,
1, that first like week, so good. Like that's some peak
So
shit.
good.
Not to say the game was bad after that, but like just like I don't know, just like that opening up that fresh Bungie game, like and just getting into it. Especially because
Yeah.
like games were on discs still. Like I think discs were
Yep.
still like the primary like way. I don't think everybody was like like just downloading everything at that point. It was still a way to do it, but it just wasn't really like the
I was
way.
very disc locked like for a long time because I wanted the physical box. Like I wanted the cool like
Dude.
AC3 steel case box. I'm like, this is cool as shit. And then I eventually started realizing, fuck this, man. I'm just gonna digitally download it and not leave my house. Like,
The last physical, like the only physical thing I really got into were raid jackets. They were the
ooh, that
raid
was so
jackets.
cool.
I have but I never got any from Destiny 1 because I didn't know they existed. But for Destiny 2, I got the Vault of Glass re-release raid jacket. It's a rain jacket. It's fucking sweet. And then I got the Root of Nightmares bomber jacket. And I wear that bomber jacket every fucking winter because it actually works and it's like worth the money. Actually, like that's the thing. If I got that rain jacket from doing Vault of Glass, which is I think like the only other video game tattoo I want to get is something from the Vault of Glass. If that jacket was dog shit, I wouldn't have. I would recommend never buying those, but they were good. They're good quality jackets.
Yeah,
But
they did very good quality on that shit. That shit was cool.
you're tossing me up some really good synergy here though, PK, asking about midnight releases because I do that. I do this other podcast. I do
Mhm.
like my life journal podcast called Book Smart Life Dumb.
Okay.
The first episode I did almost a month ago now, called Rose Tinted Glasses. I kind of do a deep dive on midnight releases as a concept and use that as a launching point to start talking about how a lot of people have these rose tinted glasses about these things, but you would not be able to fucking drag me out of my house to do a midnight release right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
think now, like, definitely, I think now just because everything's like releasing like digitally, like, sure, like you can still get them physical. Like, I'm sure, like GameStop and like, well, in Canada it's called EB Games, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was
Um,
yeah, it's literally books or GameStop in Canada.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's just their name different. And like, I'm not gonna lie, do I kind of miss it? I will say, like, there were a lot of people like in this generation that are never gonna understand the nostalgia of a midnight release. Like,
Yeah.
going with your friends to a midnight release at the local EB Games or GameStop, picking up a copy that you pre-ordered of whatever game that was releasing. And honestly, I think my most favorite midnight launch was probably, like, if I had to choose, it was probably between MW2 as well as the Destiny one. Or actually no, it wasn't Destiny. It was the midnight launch for MW2 and GTA 5 on the 360. But like, nowadays, like, because everything's digital, like, it's like, yeah, guys, the game's like available. Like, you just get to sit at your home and just do whatever. But man, was there an actual like great feeling, like having that platinum card so you get ahead of the line that you didn't really pay much for, and you get your shit and you get out. Or if you just do the guy who worked
Right.
the local EB Games or GameStop and they just hit you up like an hour earlier, that was also good. Because
Yeah,
that happened to me. I had two buddies who worked the one EB Games by my house, and they just said, "Yeah, dude, we're literally getting the game at 11. We're dipping." I was like, "Sick." And my buddy would just bring my copy to the house for me, and I was like, "Dude, you're awesome."
That's
dude,
what's
I
up.
love walking in there. You bring your receipt in, like, yo, and they hand it over to you, like, here you go, dog. And it's like, got the special edition. Oh, I remember getting the Assassin's Creed 2 special edition. It came with the box with the statue of Ezio. I remember him pulling that shit. I was like, damn, I'm fucking cool. Like, taking that shit
uh,
home. Well, I had a Watch Dogs one too, like
what,
original Watch Dogs.
what was the question originally? Was it how do we feel about midnight releases, or what was the last midnight
Like,
release we
how did
did?
no, it was more so how did you feel about them compared to like how
Okay.
it is now?
The last midnight release I did was for Star Wars Episode 7.
Okay.
So, and I honestly was still jazzed about that movie. I was still I was very much into it. So like even like after the fact, like so like I feel like if it's for the right thing, and maybe it's because I'm a super nerd about Star Wars, like so maybe I'm fucking stoked about that. But it's like I don't know, like in the context of things like games, in the context of the culture, because I didn't have to like sit outside the movie theater and like reserve my spot outside the building for 12 hours, right? Like, you know, notoriously some of these things were, or like how Black Friday used to be, where there was a line of people out into the parking lot and then some people started fucking fist fighting. Uh,
Yeah.
like I just I don't know, because I think my midnight release was my last midnight release was a bit skewed in that regard, because it was like a thing. You go over there, like you have the commemorative ticket, blah blah blah. You sit down, you watch a movie, then a shuttle takes you to like an after party, like cool thing. Like, it was a whole event package, like thing I had bought. Super manufactured, super manufactured. Grassroots midnight releases. I just don't think you can get the crowd draw these time at this point these days, because I don't think the fandoms are there anymore, and it sucks, but like, and people really love those things, but at the same time, if I'm waiting for like we'll say like this last WoW expansion that came out, if I'm just waiting for the server to come back up, I'm
Hmm.
probably surrounded by my friends in a Discord and hanging out. We're all chit-chatting about it, we're all jazzed about it, we're all going to load in and hang out and play together. I think what happened is that the midnight release evolved into a much more comfortable experience, where now instead of you hanging out with a bunch of strangers and a handful of friends with a tent and you know all this other crazy shit that people like notoriously did, instead of it only being like an audience of like this size, and I know it's an audio podcast, so I'm making my hand real small, like an audience of this size, it's now an enjoyable experience for people all over the world. I think the midnight release is hitting evolution, basically, is what I'm saying. And
I
it's
feel
just
that.
way more accessible now.
Then the last biggest thing we would have had for like a midnight release where people would have been like crazy over it, like movie wise, would have been like The Force Awakens, which I personally think is a really good Star Wars movie, even though it's almost like a rehash of A New Hope. But like an
Yeah.
Avengers movie, right? Like Infinity War, like Endgame. People were there like night before, ready to watch that
Oh
shit.
shit.
Like
I forgot. Yeah.
I've been to an Endgame night, dude. That theater was fucking packed.
Dude.
Endgame was so good in the theater. Same with like the original Avengers.
I remember seeing a TV commercial about getting your tickets now, and it was like in a football game. I remember me and my roommate we were in the living room watching, and we both immediately were on our phones, and all the theaters by us were sold out, except for the AMC theaters all the way across Orlando, very specifically in the deepest ghetto. And
Yeah.
an army of a couple hundred nerds roaming around the parking lot at 2:00 in the morning for this fucking movie to get out at 5:00 in the morning to go home, and the hooting and the hollering, as it were in the Midwest. It's you can't beat that. You can't beat that. What's funny is I had a coworker who went and saw the Minecraft movie opening weekend, and you know how like people were getting like kicked out of movie theaters and shit. I asked him, because I knew he went and saw Endgame the same, like at the nighttime release. I was like, okay, which one was more crazy, Endgame or the Minecraft movie? He's like, bro, hands down, Minecraft movie was way more rowdy than any Endgame video I've ever fucking seen.
That's
Kids
amazing.
were like yelling the memes. They're like either like so, like Steve would like do like the flint and steel, and everyone was like, "Wow!" like going crazy and shit.
Yeah. Flint and steel,
Chicken
Dude.
jockey, bro.
chicken jockey.
So, dude, like so the chicken jockey happened on screen. It was probably like 2 times louder and harder than when Captain America got the hammer in the final fights.
Yeah,
And the music's
Honestly,
going
don't
crazy.
doubt it. I don't doubt it for a second.
Chicken jockey. Some kids like, oh my god! Like,
fucking said the thing. He said the thing.
Oh god.
oh yeah, I wouldn't have been able to be in those theaters, but the videos and the retellings of stories from people who I knew went. Jesus Christ, I feel like I missed out on like a historical event.
Yeah, I remember going to see Avengers 1 in the theater, and that was one of the craziest experiences ever. Like it was so
Oh
good.
yeah, you're talking about the first one?
Yeah, the first one. You're like, we haven't had a movie like this. Like this shit's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, I think we saw that movie because I was either a junior or senior in high school when those came out. I think I was a junior, so it was 2012. Yeah, 2012. And I think I saw that movie against my will probably 13 or 14 times that year, because it just kept being this huge thing in school. Like it was just like, all right, hey, we all got an A on the test. Can we watch Avengers today instead? And it's like me, I'm just like, I'm on my 10th rewatch. I'm like, please, dude, I can't.
You're sitting there reciting the movie. You're like,
like the camera pans over to me. I'm just mouthing the words along.
you're like, what's up, Reindeer Games? You're like, so what are you in that suit? Billionaire philanthropist. Blah, blah. You're like,
Goth mother, no, you wear with her drapes.
Yeah, you're like, I'm always angry, Cap. That's my secret. Like,
I still think worst ever like movie I went to go see at midnight was Suicide Squad.
that movie was so bad.
It was so
That movie
bad.
was so bad.
I just
I've never
remember
seen
me
that
and my
theaters,
buddy.
too.
I just remember me and my buddy leaving the movie, and we're just like, did they go between past and present time? Because I was so confused.
we
all hated it.
I walked
the
out of
music-
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, I remember seeing that by myself. I went like I want to see this, so I'm gonna go see it. And
I
it wasn't
walked
like the
out
worst, but
when he went into like the dream sequence with a gun in the desert. And I was just
the
like,
nightmare sequence, yeah.
I was just like, I said out loud, I was like, what even just happened? And then like 5 minutes go by and I'm still not with it. And I was like, I'm going home. I'm good.
I'm taking my shit and I'm going home.
And that's even before knowing that the whole Martha thing happens.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
fucking kill you. He literally has him like at like the final, like the death blow, and he's like, "Why'd you say Martha?" Conflict resolution. I don't know. Hey, well, there you have it. An entire third episode of Show in season 2, brought to you by a bracket of which games would you like to keep forever, the midnight releases, how many pizza slices we've eaten. You've got the whole shebang. You got your money's worth, audience, and it's even better knowing that you didn't pay anything to listen to this. So you get your money's worth every time, and you're not allowed to complain. Thank you both for hanging out as we do. Can't wait to see at least one of you next week.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. One of these days I'm gonna start making beard edit these.
That ain't happening, Doug. You think I can edit? Listen,
Audio
just-
editing's fun.
This
I'm
man
just a-
couldn't
I'm just a
edit a
pretty
text
face, man.
message.
I'm just a pretty face. That's all I am.
It's a pretty face on an audio only podcast. All right, everybody. We'll catch you all later next week for episode 4.
In case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi, is that work? And a Merry Shabuzi to you too.